Kathy. Today I'm bringing you another haul, and this one is bringing you products from the UK, and they are from a company called Sleek. Now you can get them in Australia. I ordered directly from sleek.com, but you can get some of their products through Crush Cosmetics. They are sort of a drugstore-esque type of cosmetic company, so similar to BYS if you're in Australia. And this is the first time I've ever had any of their products, so it's been a bit of an experience trying out some of these things. I've already had them for a few days now, which has been good. I have 8 products from them, a variety of face and eye products, so they're very good. I will start with the eyebrow product which I got. One thing I'll say about all their packaging is they're actually named Sleek. They're very minimalistic, there's very little in the way of decoration, etc. They all have the same black plastic packaging with Sleek makeup written on them. So this is their eyebrow kit, and I got the colour Extra Dark. They had, I think, 5 different colours. There was one more above this for black. Yeah, open it up, and my first thoughts when I saw this was it's very, very similar to the Browsings product from Benefit. So you get a nice mirror, and then you get 2 little brushes, a normal flat brush, and then an angled brush, some mini tweezers, and when I say they're mini, they really are. They're so cute. They're so tiny. So they're half the size of a finger. And then with the kit itself, you get a brow powder as well as a wax. As you can see, I've used the wax, but the powder is very creamy, very smooth, quite pigmented. I must admit, a little of this goes a long way. I've actually been using a lot of eyeshadows and stuff for my brows. I've never actually had a brow powder, and the first time I used this, I well and truly overdid it because I was applying the same amount as I had with eyeshadow, but really a little of this stuff goes a long way, so it's very good. The colour is slightly more ashy than I'd hoped, so it's a bit more... My eyebrows are a true black brown, and this one just brings in a bit too much colour, if that makes any sense. But I'm still able to use it, I just can't use as much of it as I would normally. So that's one. Next ones I'll go through are my 3 eyeshadow palettes I got from them. The first one I got was their primer palette, and you open it up, and some of them have plastic covers with names on them, which this one does. Others just come with a piece of plastic to cover them. I won't bother running through the names of the colours at the moment. What I'll probably do is I'll wind up doing a review on the 3 palettes and saying which one's my best, etc. So they are quite small palettes. I must admit, whenever I saw these online, I always thought that they were much larger, but they're actually quite small. But this is the primer palette. And in terms of the quality of these, they make good bases, which is why it's a primer palette. They're not overly pigmented. The colours are very muted when they go on your eyelid, but they do provide a good surface for the eyeshadows to grab on. But you get a white, a mid-bright blue, a dark purple, a reddish pink, a light pink, a silver, a black, a sort of creamy gold, a mid-tone green, a dark brown, a light white gold, and a sort of peachy orangey colour. Yes, so that's the primer palette. The next palette is, which one have I grabbed? The 568 palette, which is their Sunsett Palette. And this one, when I saw it, I just fell in love with it. I said, I gotta have that. So this is what it looks like. Again, large mirror. As you can see, lots of reds and golds, and you got the black and the blue as accent colours. So this palette is primarily what I have on my eyes at the moment, and I just love playing with this. This has only got one matte shade in it, and that is the black. From what I can tell, all of their eyeshadow palettes have a matte black. And I guess the idea for that was that you could use it as an eyeliner. But for this palette, you've got a black, a deep burgundy, a dark bronze, a bright orange, which is what I have on my eyes at the moment, a gold, a very bright light blue, a pinky nude colour, a light champagne colour, a deeper gold, a mid-tone bronze, another burgundy, which is slightly darker than the first one, but more of a brown burgundy, and then the last one is more of a purpley brown. Three of the colours look very similar in the palette. They do come up differently in real life. So, in terms of the pigmentation of these, they're fantastic. You put your finger to them and you swear you're touching a shadow like an Urban Decay. They are so creamy. I'll just put a couple on my fingers just to give you an idea. So I've given you the deeper dark gold, the bright blue, and the bright burgundy. As you can see, I've barely touched my hands to the pan and they just come up so pretty. So yes, very happy with that. In terms of its staying power, I have tried it during the day and it's not brilliant. They're okay. I think I got about 3 hours on them over primer, maybe 4 hours before they started creasing, which is okay. Because where I work, I can't do touch-ups at work, so basically what I put on in the morning is what I'm going to wind up with in the afternoon, so I was watching it as it went along, and by the end of the day, it had definitely creased, and it wasn't looking as vibrant, but for these palettes, I mean, they're only $10 each, which is brilliant. They're fine. Don't mind that the staying power isn't as good as what you might expect from some higher-end products. So that was that palette, and then the last one I got was their Ultra Mattes version 2 palette, and this one here is their darks. So their Ultra Mattes 1 was a bright, and I didn't like the look of it all that much, so I didn't get it, but the darks are fantastic. So again, mirror, and then these are your colours. So, I wonder what my cat is doing to make him yell like that. So, for these colours, you have a dark teal, a dark blue, a dark purple, a black, a light cream, a white, a very dark green, a taupey purple, a brown, which is mid-tone, another cream, but this one is more slightly darker, a reddish brown, and a grey. So again, I'll swatch a couple for you. Probably my favourite would be the teal, the green, and the burgundy. Rightio. Woo! Kaboom! Incredible pigmentation, and like I said, they are so creamy and so buttery. I just cannot get over the feel of these on your fingers. And the thing is that it actually translates onto your lid as well. So I know some eyeshadows you put on your fingers and it looks really good and stuff, and then you put it on your eyes and it doesn't come across quite as good. Well, that's not the case with these. What you see on your fingers is what you get on your eyes. It is amazing. So that was that palette. Again, love it, very happy with it. And because they're all matte, they make great works for the crease, particularly since they're all dark. So I was really, really happy with that. And the last thing I got were 4 blushes. Well, actually 3 blushes and a bronzer, but you get 8 grams for them, and I think these were $6 each. I'm not sure exactly how much they were. I'll put down here exactly how much they were if I was incorrect. But the first one I got is Life's a Peach, and again with all their packaging, very sleek. Mirror, and what I like about their mirrors is they take up the entire, I suppose, roof of the package, so you don't feel like you're getting gypped. But for Life's a Peach, it's funny enough a peach colour. I'm not sure the colour's coming across quite as vibrant over camera as it in real life. When I first saw it, I'm like, wow, that's really, really bright. But it's quite a muted colour when you actually put it on your cheeks, which is nice because it means that you can have a very light flush of colour if you want, but you can also build it up. The next one is Rose Gold, and this is the only shimmer of them. The others were all matte. So Funny enough, it's a rose gold. They're not overly original with their names, but it is very nice because it is a lovely rosy coral colour, but then the shimmer is gold. So it's probably, I will wear this more in the spring and summer months as it's just absolutely gorgeous. See if I can get a good swatch of it to give you an idea what it looks like. This one is highly pigmented. I think I swatched it upside down. Hang on. Whoa! Try that. Yes, it is highly pigmented, so when I use this I have to use a very, very light hand with it, because otherwise I wind up with huge amounts of colour on my cheeks. So that's that one. The next one is Pomegranate, and this one looked much lighter on the internet than it does in real life. It is a very dark burgundy pomegranate colour, funny enough. I will use this, but it will have to be done with a very, very light hand. The colour's so nice, I'm actually thinking of using it as an eyeshadow because it's the sort of colour that I really, really like as an eyeshadow. So, just a lovely deep pink. So, it's almost got a reddish pink colour to it, so gorgeous. And then the last one is the bronzer, and they had two bronzers there within the blush range. They did have, I think, some actual genuine bronzers as well, but I didn't get any of them. But this one is Suede, which is their lighter bronzer, and it's a goldeny peachy bronze. And I haven't had a chance to use this yet, so I can't tell you exactly how well it works with my skin tone, but I'm hoping it's light enough that I'm not going to wind up looking too orangey or too overdone. So again, I think light hands are the way to go. Its pigmentation is quite soft, which is very good. Probably won't even be able to see it on my finger. This one. But definitely looking forward to playing with that, particularly since we are now in autumn and we're going on our way to winter. So it'll be nice just to keep everything looking glowy and warm. And that does all the products that I bought from Sleek.com. I will put the links below and also the prices of the products that I bought. If you have any questions at all about them, or if there's products from Sleek that you've tried and you really, really like them and you think that I probably would, please feel free to comment below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. See ya!